Hello and welcome back to Heaven Will Be My Mirtazapine. With me, your host, Juliet. We're gonna get through a mission, but we gotta figure out which save file we're on. Let's do it. Last time I said which one we were doing next, but one of the upsides or downsides to doing this is my memory isn't always perfect. Last time we did Luna Terra first, so I think this time we're doing Deep Dive first. Something is reaching up for them. Sure, let's try it. What if I know a delay? Okay, delay is just back. Launch. Groot sketched a clever pun. Is she operational? No, that's Mars. All checks clear. Honey. Dual title resonator sync clears all checks. It's close enough to Terra Moon inside out. It's close enough to Terra Moon inside out. And you're really still sure about this? Mars, I love you very much, and I'm going to scream if you ask me one more question. What? Uh-oh. That's not a good noise. Gah, Pluto! Sorry, I couldn't back off after saying that. My soul hurts. Why did you do that? Because you didn't listen to me. I was listening. You didn't listen. You got such a big heart and you don't listen with it at all. I don't want you to go. That's better. That's what you really wanted to say. I'm glad you could say it. But you're not going to listen to it. Nope. You could at least if you just said, not at all. Don't sulk. This was always the plan. We have to show everyone what this weapon can actually do. This is just a taste. Oh, that was a organic noise. Like a breath. This is just a taste, but no one is going to respect what we do on the moon if we can't grab their attention first. Destroying the whole Celestial Mechanics fleet while they're docked at the Oxygen Ocean is going to get some attention. Even if I only destroy them a little bit, it'll be pretty amazing. So it's a job that's impossible to mess up. If you keep worrying, what else am I supposed to think except I must seem that incompetent to you? I care, okay? I'm not mad, Mars. But let me lean on you while I do this. Instead of blocking my way. But let me lean on you while I do this. Instead of blocking my way. Oh. Oh. We favored Celestial Mechanics before, so our choices are share a secret moment deep down, betray, outcome favors Celestial Mechanics, or get in a tug of war above the waves, outcome favors Cradle's Graces. I like Cradle's Graces, but I don't like getting in tug of wars. I like sharing secret moments deep down. Uh-oh. Celestial Mechanics advances. The balance shifts because Pluto tugs and Saturn yields. The Oxygen Ocean is a peaceful place because everything about it destroys everything else. You can enjoy complete privacy under the curtain of the oxygen stream, drink all the fuel and air you want, and no vessel can survive the temperature and pressure conditions below. You can float as long as you want, or until your hull turns brittle and breaks, or your organic components oxidize and explode. Oh. Celestial Mechanics has covered their wayward pilot's machine in temporary armor layers to seal out the unknown interference of gravity and seeping oxygen. The additional temporary armor layers might not be necessary, but they also might be. The Celestial Mechanics fleet tenders lower the string. Oh, The Celestial Mechanics fleet tenders lower the string of pearls in slowly, just to make absolutely sure. It feels wonderfully cold, like a spare blanket taken from the attic in winter. Pluto is there. So, part of it is, like, we don't think of oxygen as something that exists in such breadth and density to have an ocean of it, because of course our oceans have oxygen, but they also have quite a bit of hydrogen, and our air has oxygen but also has a great deal of nitrogen. The lion's share is nitrogen, and so this is a really interesting idea, and presumably you don't like use weapons there because it's an ocean of oxygen. I leave it for the viewer to think of what happens when you use a ballistic weapon in an ocean of oxygen. Yikes. It feels wonderfully cold, like a spare blanket taken from the attic in winter. Pluto is there, deep, deep down. Pluto is there, deep, deep down. No, Pluto is there, deep, deep down. And when Saturn slips in, she feels the ripples, as if they were in opposite ends of the same perfectly still pool. The feeling is wonderful. Saturn's surprised that's true. How do you know that? Wait, who is you? Ooh. How do I know what? How do I know what? There we go. No, that's bad for the recording. Left and up. There we go. No, down, up. This is how voices work, right? How do I know what? Saturn? Who are you talking to? We're asking for confirmation to lower you. Yeah, I've been ready. Sorry, I got distracted. You must be if you're apologizing. There's someone down there. She's speaking to me. No, she's trying to eat me alive. Or maybe it's really hard to tell the difference. Awesome. It's familiar. I'm so stoked. Take me down. The ocean boils wherever she touches it, even with the external equipment. There's no way to rely on sight, and the paramagnetic influence is too erratic for senses to process. She can only feel her way, for both of them. The cable to your left is extremely important. It's the only way we have of communicating and monitoring your situation. Uh-huh. So you'll need to be extremely careful with it. Are you listening? Yes, but not to you. Shh. There's definitely someone here. Lower me. It's reaching out. Saturn feels funny. Something's not quite right. Like something's watching her. It's like someone's watching me. But it's also not like someone's watching me. It's like something's watching her, but something isn't watching her. It's touching me. Something is touching Saturn. Its hands see her, and they also speak. There's that breath again. It's saying something. The ocean ripples with boredom. It's really boring down here. But what else is Pluto going to do? Some girls get stuck with the worst jobs. But I've got to do it. With nothing to do but send insinuations through the narration. Okay, so this is the Celestial Mechanics thing. Saturn has some connection to the narrative, which is how she's an existential threat, despite the fact that Pluto is the, literal strongest. So Saturn's not a Vriska, but she's something? I'll try and think of a good comparison later on. So are you coming? Or what? I've got her again. Tidal spike detected. Mass gravity alert! Lower me further. Saturn, we're pulling you out. Oh no, not just yet. Hi Saturn, I'm Mercury. Sorry, I am borrowing her for a little bit. Saturn's cockpit floods with alarm lights of an imminent high-intensity gravity event, but it's too late. String of Pearls discharges its electromagnetic field and delicately breaks off the winch. Oof. Saturn, what are you... The String of Pearls cleanly slices off the left communication wire. Ooh, that's the important one. And the pulley system. The silence of the oxygen ocean reminds her of a sensory deprivation tank. What a good girl. Hey, don't praise me like that. I wanted to speak to you again. Damn it, I cut both wires. Even ship-to-ship comms are down. Saturn? Can you hear me? Would you hear me if I spoke with this ship? It's been such a long time since anyone could hear it. Pluto's tidal reactor pulses slowly. The thrum feels like it's coming from everywhere. Oh, I get it. You want to talk with gravity. Well, I'm not some miracle child, even though they tried very hard to make me as good as you. Saturn's reactor, an anxious little ball, is getting just so fed up with this. It's frustrating to not be understood. But do you know what that's like? Yes. You don't know how much I know, but I believe in you. If Saturn moves too much, she might forget what direction up is. The sensory deprivation of the ocean takes everything away, but she has to remember that's not true. I don't believe you, but I'm trying. Oh, she's trying. Of course I'm trying. Come on. Where am I? I hate people playing hard to get. I believe in you, but you gotta work for it. I can't do it. Sorry, but I'm cheating. The String of Pearls electrotoxin shoots through the ocean like a bolt of lightning. It reaches out because it's attracted to you. It seeks the path of last resistance, looking for something that wants to respond. What it really does is run along the boundaries, theoretical and real. There's a place where the boundary between one thing and another is weakest, and it runs along the boundary until it finds it, and then it connects the two. Huh. Why is she doing that? Oh, it's what you're used to. Good at seeing weak spots. I've got a lot. Can you find them? You can do it if you try. Maybe you need a little push. It's like there's nothing, not a single crack. Don't say you're not perfect. Don't make me do all the work. Huh? The pressure is overwhelming, but it's overwhelming for Pluto too. The Croon macula is like a little star, gushing matter and condensing it into an engine of light over and over. It was modeled after a theory of the Big Bang, after all, made in secret on the planet Hades on the boundary between what is human and what is not. It's a fragile boundary. You can touch it, but be careful. This takes me back, which is not fucking fair. Are you doing that on purpose? Always taking me to unpleasant pasts? Is it taking you back? Sorry, but we can't help it. It's the first thing beneath our surfaces. It's hard for me too. It takes Saturn back to her first implant series, when they took the most special children they could find and tried to cheat them into being more special. Bypass all the work and care that had gone into the third generation pilots and kick them directly into humanity's next stage. Cheating, you should know, felt good. It felt wrong in a good way. It felt good in a way that felt obscene. It felt bad, like she was getting more than she deserved. They chose her, but she felt like she played a trick on them, like she lied and got candy for it. They knew there was nothing special about her, and they gave her the most special thing. If they knew how special it was and how much she didn't earn it, they would have given it to someone else, but they didn't. Even when they threw her away, she never forgot how that felt. Why is it always like this? Oh, baby. It takes Pluto back to when she was learning how to be a person. In space, they decided they would start over without assumptions. Humanity would be protected by the most human children they could make. No matter how badly she did, no matter how much she wasn't up to how perfectly wanted, they never gave up on her. That was the worst part. She wished so much they would give up. It was so hard. She just wanted to be the mess she really was, and they wouldn't let her. She knew with her whole heart what she was supposed to be. She had it memorized, and she could never make it leave her body, become the thing she did and the person she was. They let her be whatever she wanted, and she wasn't strong and smart and pretty enough to be it. Both of them remember, reaching through the wall to the one on the other side, wishing so hard to hold hands. It feels like you really are. You're two pebbles dropped in the pond, but your ripples touching are enough. No one knows, and even the two of you almost don't. Never say it out loud. Never think it out loud. It sounds so sad when you put it like that. Why, don't show me things that stop making me jealous. Oh, you got me. You're touching me. I can hear you through the contact lens. You got me that good, and that's what you have to say? You're the one who got me. You did it. You found me. You're clever. It's amazing. Good girl. You don't need to flatter me. I won't feel better. I'm not. You better. I promise. Why am I so scared and you're so not? That's just me. Sorry I'm like this. Well, you can flatter me a little. You're a little needy, huh? Didn't you say I just had you? You do. You can do whatever you want now. Why did you do this? You came after me, so it's only fair I came after you. Don't say it's only fair. Say I'm amazing and important, and you came after me specifically. You're totally not needy, huh? Give me a better answer. I want to know why it's me. I don't have one. There are so few of us left. I got to cling to everyone. But I love that you're scared and you believe anyway. I think you're one of the only people who can make something change. And there's no time left. Is that a proposal? To join your side? Yeah. What if I refuse? Then give a good reason for me to join you. You're even more impulsive than me. You can start to see why I fight, can't you? The way I'm starting to see why you do? Show me something important and I'll be yours too. You're definitely not going to go quietly, are you? Nope. If I let you go, will you promise not to crush yourself and me and literally everything? This time, you mean? Yeah. I think I can do that. Say hi to Mercury for me. I'll see you again soon, baby. Woof. Celestial mechanics is at 50%. Look at the gravity well. That's amazing. Let's check her mail. Okay, this is pilot interfacing, direct message from Mars. Okay, well, so the first thing you need to know about pilot interfacing is that it's the most important part of piloting. You don't really have to know any of this stuff, but since you asked, I'll give you the basic rundown. There are actually a few ways it's useful to know, even if it's basically just to explain why no one can do anything to stop you because of the completely unfair bullshit you have. Any given ship self may have a variety of prescribed functions, that's called the machine's intent. It's not that the machine has consciousness, even if it seems like it does. That's just projection and inaccurate metaphor. Even if you're using a made-to-order ship for you alone, or customizing it for that purpose, you still have to bring your intentions in line with the crafts. That's what interfacing really means. That's why interfacing is the most important part of piloting, and why basically the only thing R&D crews do is find better ways to reduce the lag. There's gonna be some more text about the existential threat, which I think we are saving for our next time. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you again soon.